Hey, welcome back, folks. Jim here. I'm here to give you an update. The electric systems have been installed. The plumbing systems, drain and what have you, have been installed. And so has the water piping. So I'm going to give you a quick tour of what we've done. And I'll start with probably upstairs, and we'll go into the half bath upstairs. I'll show you what I can, and so we should be able to start pretty quickly installing the walls and finishing some of that treatment. So, I'm not sure if you can see, try to give you some of the highlights. Here the piping comes up through the floor. You can see we got 2.5 inch piping here, or 2-inch piping I should say, and PEX water lines going to over here is hard to give you a good view here. Here's maybe from the other side. This is the back side of the cabinet, and you can see up here I got an AAV so that we have plenty of air coming into the drain. The sink we're going to use for the upstairs. Move this out of the way. This is once things are put into place, it's where the toilet will go. Toilet plumbing valve is here, and because we had to install the floor so that we could get some of this stuff in there, and you can see where the drain hooks. Like I say, it's kind of not a pretty walk around, but you can see the floor that we've installed, and it's pine like down in the utility room. And again, the electric that we've installed, and I don't know why it's, there we go. And we got fan in these rooms. Of course, down the stairs, gotta have light for the stairs. This will be a small bedroom or an office space. We haven't decided yet. Again, fan in the ceiling. And of course, got to have vent. Bathroom vent. And then going downstairs, now that some of this stuff, all these systems have been put in, the walls can start going up, and the main floors. And this is where the kitchen will go. That's a temporary cabinet there for the kitchen, just so I could rough in the plumbing. And what we're going to try in the main bathroom, you can see here's some cabinet grade plywood, and we're going to use some of this cabinet grade plywood on the walls as opposed to sheetrock. It's more expensive, but it's a solid wood, and our thoughts are we won't have to hire somebody to come in and finish the sheetrock holes and seams and everything else. Using wood, perhaps we can do it ourselves. That's the thought. We'll see. And the upstairs bathroom where we just were, here is where it comes down through the floor. And the pipe, of course, is 1/4 inch per foot slant so that everything drains properly. Here's where you can see the PEX going up through the floor. This will all be, floor will all be insulated, and this will all be covered over. And here's the pipe coming down through, again connecting to the 3-inch sewer, and it all goes back over the top of the shower. And because it's on going through my floor joists, I needed to lower the ceiling over the shower a couple inches to make room for that piping, because again it's on a slant, 1/4 inch per foot. And here is the main stack coming down through the ceiling, providing the vent. And you can see I've spliced off the vent so that there is plenty of air where the, if you can follow me, here's where it comes down from upstairs, comes over, connects into the vent, comes over from the main stack. It all connects here, comes down to the floor where the bathtub hooks in. And because I didn't want to have a trap under the camp, in the cold area under the camp, I raised the tub so that the trap is on the interior of the build, so it won't be subject to freezing. Here, if it's not too dark, is the stub out that goes to the washer, and a stub out that goes to the bathroom deep sink. And also this lower half, if I can back up and show you, this will be a cabinet or a closet, and the lower half of the closet will be the pump, water pump, and whole house water filter. And the black pipe in the back comes from our gravity feed well. The pump will simply up the pressure. There will be a shelf here which will provide closet space with maybe 3 or 4 shelves in here. Hard to see it, but that's the back of the shower. Double sink vanity, 61 inches long, will go against this wall. You can see the 2 stub out drains and the PEX water lines. Here's the PEX going up. Most of the water system is in the overhead. I didn't want to run it in the outside walls. I wanted to keep it on the interior warm side of the building. Here you can see again the stack from the roof coming down through, providing there is a T in the wall that goes to these stub out drains for this sink. And again, here is the floor for the toilet. Later today we'll be putting the wall paneling up here, and also for the vanity lights, the wire that'll have to be installed before I can do the paneling. And at home, what we haven't brought up yet, we've got a 3-foot high by 5-foot long mirror that will go over the top of this vanity. This particular vanity has 2 cabinets and 4 drawers, so there's plenty of storage for stuff within it. And then on the other side of the wall, you can see here's the PEX lines coming through that will feed the kitchen sink. And if I move a few things, I'll see if I can show you inside. In the back of the cabinet, another AAV. There's room to hook a dishwasher, and you can see the red and blue lines in there. And in behind there, there's also a stub out that will go over to the dishwasher. So that takes care of the plumbing inside the house. And of course, once I've built all the cabinetry, the dishwasher outlet, the refrigerator outlet over the green chair, and then a couple of regular outlets, dedicated microwave outlet, stove in the floor, and wiring that will eventually come out here into the bar to provide an outlet in the bar. If we go back down the hall into the utility room, the water heater, here's the lines that will be coming down into the water heater. It's a heat pump water heater, and we will draw air in from the attic where warm air will probably accumulate, and I will exhaust the air back across and probably put a vent in the floor so the cool air being returned will go up into the playroom upstairs. Here is the back side of that plumbing that I was telling you about. And you can see drain and water lines for the deep sink, and all the water lines needed for the washing machine. And as I'd mentioned, all the drain water lines 1/4 inch per foot. Now we're under the build. You can see I just had spray foam installed in the floors. This is the closed cell spray foam, which is a lot more denser, and there's about 4 inches of spray foam. In the kitchen sink, that's the water line coming, or the drain line coming from the kitchen sink. Again, everything is 1/4 inch per foot sloped. And if we move over, in the back is the sewer line for the downstairs toilet, and closer to us, this is the vent for the vanity sink coming together, and the downstairs toilet. Over here, this here is the drain for the washing machine and the shower and the upstairs toilet. Okay, all this comes together into a 4-inch Y. All of it's at 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch per foot slope, and it terminates here in this 4-inch pipe. And I'm gonna probably have a wide angle 4-inch down into the ground, which will end up into a septic tank somewheres in that area. As far as a drain field goes, we've been okayed by the town. We had to have the septic and drain field for the house, run a camera down it, get all that approved. The drain field down there is good for another 15 or 20 years. So the water that comes out of the septic tank here will go into that drain field. Hopefully that saves us some money. We'll see. And you can see the black water pipe that comes up. That'll all have to be insulated. So that concludes. That's what we've done for water piping and PEX piping. And as I'd mentioned, the electrical is pretty much all installed. I do have a couple of lights outside to put in. That'll be at a later time. So anyway, thanks for watching, and this will be posted here shortly. Earlier I did a video on the spray foam, and we'll keep going much as we can. Thumbs up please, and thanks very much for watching.